Yeah, Marvel
Even
used this in their comic books in the '90s in a really cool way. So they were building up to this huge new villain they were going to introduce, and nobody knew who it was. Nobody knew anything about it, right? And this was before the internet was big or anything like that. So it was all just whatever was printed in the magazines or whatever. And so they were teasing this villain with little subtleties like the Fantastic Four go missing. Little
oh
things happen, right? Somebody is suddenly in the hospital, and they built it through different issues of different series, right? And then one issue, oh man, I forgot what series it was, but anyway, it doesn't matter. At the end of the last page of this series, there's a huge explosion, right? Something crashes into the ground, and when the hero, I can't believe I don't remember who it was, but they run up to see what it is. It's the Juggernaut, who is a huge bad guy. He's this massive, monstrous, powerful. He's known as the unstoppable Juggernaut because nothing can stop the Juggernaut. And here he is, almost dead, on the brink of death, crashed through the ground, just laying there. That final shot, you look it up. He's just laying in the ground, crushed into the ground, and he has one word: onslaught. And that is how they introduced the new villain, Onslaught, who ended up being completely insane. He like took over the whole world and everything. It's an interesting story. It goes a little over the top towards the end, but it's worth it. The way they built up to it was really well done.
yeah, that's really cool. With the I thought you were gonna say Juggernaut was the villain. I thought that's what you were getting at, but
Yeah,
yeah, even worse
but
that he was actually
knowing that the
defeated.
unstoppable Juggernaut was easily stopped,
Yeah,
and you didn't even see what did it. All
yeah,
you see is
that's
the
crazy.
Juggernaut laying there. It was
All
so
off
well done.
screen, you just see the impact through NPCs, and you can easily incorporate something very similar in your tabletop role playing game. Exactly like you just said. I mean, it's a perfect way to incorporate that, and it will make your player characters fear that villain big time. And one of the last points that we want to talk about is resisting the urge to over explain things. Um,
Wait, we already talked about that one. I
what?
missed. Cut that part. I remember I missed number seven. I said resist your urge to over explain already, and then
Yeah, okay. So
you
that was
led
it.
back to number seven. So cut all them.
Okay, we'll cut that.
So
Yeah,
now I think that it'd be really cool to go over some really great villains to use it as examples and explain why they were great villains. We discussed Magneto and what made him great. We discussed the guy from
Dyson.
Terminator 2, Dyson. There are other really cool villains that are embedded in
Pop
the
culture, yeah,
pop
I like
culture,
in
social
Game of Thrones.
conscious.
I like bringing Joffrey out because he seems like a weak individual. Like that's what makes him such a great villain is the fact that he's so weak. No one really takes him seriously, but at the same time, he's so volatile and he has so much power. And when someone who is that volatile and insecure is given that much power, you just don't know what to expect.